two laurel trees, a wood that has changed its name, a nucleus of catacombs that are today among the most famous in the world. Traces of a long-lost nature that endure in writing, and stones that resist the centuries and give solidity to that tradition. This is the humus in which the roots of tradition are planted, which flourish in the story of two Christian martyrs of the 4th century, the priest Marcellinus and the exorcist Peter, whose story is recorded in ancient martyrologies and underground networks of tunnels dug into the clay. The Great Culling. The year is AD 304. In Rome, the great persecution of Christians ordered by the Emperor Diocletian is at its height. This would be the last great culling of Christ's followers before Constantine's Edict of Milan, granting legal status to Christians throughout the Roman Empire. The second of the 4 edicts by which Diocletian plans the annihilation of Christians, calls for the arrest of bishops, priests, and deacons. Many are rounded up and put to death by the Roman courts. The priest Marcellinus is one of those arrested and imprisoned. Like so many others, Marcellinus refuses to abjure the faith. Thus, do many prisons become small communities of believers. The hidden martyrdom. In prison, Marcellinus meets Peter, an exorcist not a fighter of demons, but one whose responsibilities included those of a modern-day usher or warden. Together they proclaim Christ crucified and risen. Many convert and ask for baptism. There are many legends in their hagiography, some of which refer to miracles, such as the healing of the daughter of their jailer. For the judge, they are too much trouble. The two must be reduced to one. Here the story becomes more certain thanks to Pope St. Damasus, who tells it a few decades after the fact. Marcellinus and Peter are tortured, brought into a wood known as the Black Forest, forced to the last cruel humiliation, digging their own graves, and finally decapitated. As far as the law was concerned, justice had been done. The decision to do it in the forest is one final insult, an effort to obscure forever their place of execution. That calculation was mistaken. The piety of a matron, a Roman matron, Lucilla, came in short order to know the place of their martyrdom. The woman located and moved the remains of Marcellinus and Peter from the Blackwood Selva Nera, which from then on will be renamed Selva Canada, Whitewood, to the cemetery today called At Duas Lauros, perhaps owing to the presence of 2 laurels on the Via Casilina. Pope St. Damasus composed a hymn, a Carmen, that he affixes to the new tomb, and when the Goths destroyed it, Pope Vigil put it back up, and placed the names of the 2 martyrs in the canon of the Mass. There would follow a series of more or less listed translations of the saints' relics. But the Roman churches and the catacombs today open and living perpetuate the memory of these 2 men. A memory that has proven too great to be erased by anonymous burial in unmarked tombs covered by overgrowth.